Hey guys, this is Ivan with Overlooked DNT, and in today's video we're doing my 2000 sub special. This is actually my 200th tutorial, and we're building a completely universal tree machine. Bam! Alright, so I'm going to talk very quickly because this tutorial is going to be actually kind of lengthy. So what's going to happen for the 2000 sub special? Let's just all agree that I'm awesome, you're awesome, and we're all awesome, so that I don't ramble about all the other 2000 sub special thingy. So I am putting this map up for download. I am putting my first Redstone world thingy up for download because it has some builds on videos that I've done tutorials on, and that I was too lazy to put in this map, by hand. I'm also going to put my first vanilla craft server and the second one up for download, since we have moved on to a third. So if you guys have been, kind of seen the other videos, or just kind of want a new world to just kind of mess around in, that's got a bunch of cool, awesome stuff from a lot of my friends and awesome builders, then yes. Alright, moving on. This has been requested a lot, a universal tree farm, and I thought it was fitting for my 200th tutorial, because to me my coolest build is my semi-auto tree farm. It was actually the first thing that I've built redstone wise that I felt like a freaking genius. So now that I have one that is completely like universal, seems fitting. Okay, so I want to personally thank my friend T, who helped me with this, Gib, who helped me with this. This went from a mumbo jumbo tree farm, and it didn't work for us. It was full of problems, to what it is here. As opposed to levers, we have a single button. It works with every single tree, and I'm not going to cycle through all of them because it is a lengthy process. Now, the only one that is problematic is spruce. Okay, now there is also another problem. The way that this is set up here is as it's supposed to be normally. It will normally eat your pressure plate. These are here to make it to where the leaves don't grow, according to Gib, but it doesn't work. It eats your leaves. Okay, you can stand there, and that normally will make it to where it doesn't eat your pressure plate. If you do want to avoid that pressure plate issue, I will go over the different positions where you can put this to make it to where it does not eat your pressure plate. But let's go over ways that this can break. This can break if, for example, you mess up and you step on the pressure plate. The dirt's going to get pushed into place, and everything's going to get out of whack. The thing about why there was different versions, more than the ones that I showed you here, is because it's very simple to fix. You're like, okay, I messed up. You break it, comes down. You hit your reverse button, it's going to go that way. It's going to try to get everything kind of resituated by itself. Though unfortunately, normally you will not have enough sand to get to the obsidian, and then it starts breaking. Okay? Now to fix it, it's very simple. Either just keep some sand handy, break this one, and start placing sand here. Now, from normal use, and again, this is the only thing that will break on this, and all it is replacing the sand. But again, that is only like by user error. One thing that will happen is this sand will break. Okay, it's inevitable. It doesn't happen every time, but it will eventually happen. It does not break the machine, and the machine is set up in the event that this does happen. Only thing that is annoying is that it is on a clock, so this will continuously be running. If you're annoyed by that, again, keep sand and do this. But it's likely going to be a more annoying process to place sand, because it could break every tree, every other tree. So if that's the case, you don't want to keep doing the sand thing. Let's just pretend that it is broken and it's cycling, and then go ahead and put a off function on your clock. Okay, I will cover that in the tutorial. So again, let's say you broke it because of the sand. Because of the sand and the dirt. Do not forget to put your dirt or grass block back where the pressure plate would go. Okay, so for the sake of saving some time, I've already started the process. Your basin itself is 3 by 10. Okay, just go up from the base. On everything that has netherrack or the red bricks with dots, we're going to put repeaters. On everything that has nether brick, we're going to put redstone dust. So all you're doing here is a cross shape, and then a section like this, like a sideways C. So on this one, you're going to put a, let me get all the needed stuff here. Normal pistons, this, and my blocks. Alright, we'll save you for last. Alright, so from right here, repeater facing that way on 3 ticks. Redstone torch here, dust here, repeater facing the opposite way on 3 ticks. Now you have a 6-tick clock. If you do want to turn off your clock, place your lever here, place your lever up here, whatever you want to do. For the time being, we're going to let the clock, we're going to leave the clock off. Right where this dust is, you're going to place a block, and then skip one, and then a block. Repeater, repeater. Skip a block, repeater, repeater. Go up 1 block, and then 3, and then you put dust on it. And then repeater on 4 ticks, and repeater on 4 ticks, and any solid block here. We're going to go on the other side. We put this repeater, put a solid block here. Put a repeater here. No additional ticks. Dust, dust, dust. You need glowstone dust. Glowstone here, and then dust, and then repeater, repeater. Those 2 on 4 ticks, and dust here. Now from these repeaters, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and put a sticky piston facing in towards the machine like so, and then a grass or dirt block will do, like that. You don't need the obsidian. It's not necessary. I'm using it as a bearing, but the way that the machine is set up, the pistons will not push each other out of place. So yeah, but we'll leave it, we'll get rid of it for now, Alright, now right here, under the grass block or dirt, whatever one you use, put a normal piston and another one, and break this one. Where we had this solid block after these repeaters, normal piston, and then 2, and then break the lower one, and have some kind of block right there aligned with those. That is where your sand is going to rest. We're going to break them. We're going to break the sand. We're going to put the sand down, and keep in mind that this will likely break when we start the clock, but at least you know where the sand goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, including this one. You go 10 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do place an obsidian block here. I'm not going to do a tutorial on the smart piston setup up here, but look at it really quickly. All it is a torch or a lever would be fine, a repeater, dust here, and a block next to this. And as soon as a solid block passes it, it pushes it out. Alright, that is where your tree is going to go into if you want a reference on where this is exactly. From the obsidian, go up 2, 1 out, and there goes your normal piston. Alright. Now from right here, from where this piston is, you're going to go 1, 2, and get rid of this one. 1, 2, and then get rid of this one. You're going to go downwards and place a sticky piston here and a sticky piston here. You're going to place a blue block and a blue block here. Doesn't have to be blue, but those are needed to have the clock allow the signal to pass through. Alright, perfect. And let's see here. Alright, so this is basically your floor. Let's just make this a nice little floor, like so. Alright, so from the dirt block and where the pressure plate would originally be, again, we will take care of the sand. The sand, it's simple to correct, okay? So from here, this is where it normally would be. So you would go 1, 2, 3, and then would go your wall. Place a block, and on the blue block we will place the button. Make your little mock wall there, like so. Alright, right here under the button block, you're going to place a block, and we're going to throw in a T flip-flop. Redstone torch, redstone torch. We're going to use the most reliable T flip-flop and the one that everybody seems to love. From where the repeaters were here on the second one to the left, place a block and another block. Redstone torch, redstone torch. Right here under this torch, place a piston, any piston. Normal piston, sticky piston does not make a difference. Place a block here. Right here you're going to go 1, 2, just for the sake of placing another piston here. You can get rid of that. Alright, from this torch, place a block and a block. and another block here. On this left side, we're going to use a repeater on no ticks. We're going to place dust here and here. On this blue block that we have right down here, we're going to lead from the piston section like so up to this line of dust. How you do it, it doesn't matter. You can go like this, as long as it is able to carry down and around and into the block that is directly above the piston. On this dust that we've placed here, you're going to place a redstone torch here. We're going to go underneath it like so, and then do the same lead up, coming around, making sure that it touches the block above the piston, like that. Under this torch, you're going to place a block like so. You can break these, and then you're going to do a stairway fashion thing like this. Dust, dust, dust. Let's see, 2, and then wait, normally we would put this repeater here, so let's do that. Just in case I get thrown off, I have exactly what I'm trying to reference. So here he goes. Torch, block, dust, dust, repeater, a block here, redstone dust here, and a repeater here. And from here you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Let's see, let me double check that. Yes. And then lead this all the way, matching up with the floor that we already had in place. Like that. Alright. Then all of these are on 4 ticks. 4 ticks, 4 ticks, and then just start placing down repeaters like this. All of these will have to be on 4 ticks. Dust, dust. Right here we need dust, dust, and like so. And one more. Now let's get all of these to 4. It is very important that they are all at 4. It is specific to the timing on the sand, whether that additional piece of sand breaks or not, that it stops it where it needs to stop it before the pistons keep on cycling, and it just simply breaks the sand, which again is not the end of the world. All you have to do is cycle it so that it goes in reverse, and then place the sand as I showed you earlier, and you're good to go. All of these on 4. This one's already on 4. Perfect. From right here, we're going to go up like so, and like so, and like so. Dust, dust, dust. And then you're going to go 1, 2, and then 1 underneath it, right in front of it. Right here, repeater on 4 ticks again, 4 ticks again. From this bottom block, you're going to go 1, connected to that. Repeater here on 4 ticks to the redstone dust that we already had aligned, and then redstone dust here. From this section here that we already had, place another block and a repeater right here, no additional ticks. Place a block like so. Redstone torch right here. Go underneath it like so. You can get rid of this one. Dust, dust, block, sticky piston, solid block. This is not needed, you can get rid of it. At this point, the machine is full, basically, though the clock is off. Make sure that your clock is on. Okay. Now, all you have to do is, depending on how you put the torches, if you're following it exactly, it's going to be exactly as this is. But hit your button to make sure that these lines flip-flop, and it starts cycling it the other way around. At this point, since the machine was not full and it had the one missing piece of sand, your sand should stop here. Perfect. That's it. You hit it in reverse. Now, one thing that I want to cover is the the pressure plate. Okay, this is a weird thing about this pressure plate. If you're standing on it after you hit your tree, it will normally not eat your tree, or your pressure plate, the leaves won't. If you, for example, go ahead and step on it, place your tree down, you know what, forget a tree, but you're not standing on it, then it has the possibility again of eating your tree. I mean, of eating your pressure plate. And let me illustrate that with oak, because oak always does it. If I'm not standing on it, oops. Is that jungle or oak? Who knows? But again, it has a chance to eat your. Oh, that was jungle. It has the chance of eating your pressure plate. Okay. Now this is the weird part. If your clock is off, as it is right there, if you were to place your pressure plate back one, it will not activate the one that is holding the dirt. If your clock is on, then it will. Okay? It's weird. Not exactly sure why it does it, but it does it. But let's say you don't want to concern with that. You can go one further back. If you do want to do that, you have to actually wire it. But assuming that with this your clock is normally always going to be running, so you should be just fine with placing it one back. If you want to place it two back, go one under the pressure plate like so, break this one, place a block in between those repeaters, those pistons, place dust here and a repeater here, and now there you go. It does not matter if the clock is running or not running, this will extend. The only issue with this is that it is very close to your button, so you could accidentally activate your button, step on this, and then throw the machine off. Either way you look at it, at this point, guys, you're done. So that is it. That is it. Hold on, it's on reverse. Oh, wait. The clock is off. Yes, and I know that because obviously there was no additional sand, so you should be able to hear it run. We'll turn the clock on, and then we'll hit the button. And we'll hit the button again. There it is. I don't know, it just got stuck a little bit. Turning it on like with the T flip-flop, there is the chance that this could happen, that it freaks out. Okay? It's something that's happened very, very rarely, where I didn't really think that I had to cover it. Now what has happened is that the clock went, the timer went, and it locked up this system. Okay? So at this point, just make sure that your clock is running as it is. Cycling this should resolve it, but as you can tell, there's some sand broke, which means it will break the entire thing. Again, not the end of the world, guys. Just place your sand here. Ultimately, if you try to turn it on and off or cycle it while the clock was off, it is your bad. Okay, not my bad. But at this point, everything should be fine. The clock is running. You have your sand in place, and everything's gonna be just fine. So that is it. Yes, it's a lengthy video. I was trying to go about it very quickly. Let me go ahead and again just kind of do a simple walkthrough of this portion, since I didn't do this as part of the tutorial. Just a smart piston setup. As soon as they cross here, it passes a signal here, reversing this torch, and then lighting it, pushing it down. As long as this row of them pass through here, it activates this line, which then powers that row with repeaters, and then this row with repeaters. From there on, that's literally it, guys. Don't be thrown off by this. I should have used glowstone just to make your guys' life easier. There. Yeah, I don't know why I did that whole torch thing. Whatever. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. But yes, big thanks to T for his help. Killigib and all of the people that have been helping me through this process. There's a lot of subscribers, not only for this, but for my 7 Days to Die videos and my Terraria videos that are very, very helpful. I've met a lot of awesome people through this YouTubing thing. So again, I don't want to ramble on about that. I just want to say thanks to all you guys. So yes, thank you to all the people that are extremely helpful. Thank you to you guys that watch the videos. You guys are awesome. Thank you for taking the time to comment, like, and subscribe and whatever it is that you guys do. So hope you like the video. As always, subscribe up top and peace out.